Hey guys, it's the first of the month. You know what that means. Today's video is my February favorites and fails. Stuff that I enjoyed and a few failures from the month of February. Failure number one definitely was the rupture of my Happy Holidays mug. Yeah, devastated about that. Fortunately, I do have my It's All Good mug. I of course have my Totoro mug, but frankly, he's just too small for my coffee needs. So I will be on the hunt for a replacement. And you know, I kind of have to bond with the mug before I can accept it into my life. All right, skincare wise, I have a few, just a few little failures here. We'll start with the sunscreen. And I kind of already, I already reviewed this and shared it with you guys, but just to reiterate, this was a so-so. I think it could be better. It's the First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen. This is a tinted mineral sunscreen. It actually looks great on the skin. Kind of gives a nice dewy glow. It's not greasy, it's not overly drying. The cast is, for me, hidden by the tint. It is a deeper tint. You know, sometimes there's a tinted, you'll get a tinted sunscreen, it's just kind of that pale peach color. This is a much deeper tint, but it's not overly orange. So long story short, I like the way it looks, I like the color, but the gritty sensation in this is so weird and it feels abrasive. And somebody contacted me on Instagram, a follower, and let me know that they actually reached out to First Aid Beauty about the gritty sensation. They're like, yeah, we're aware that this is occurring and we're trying to perfect the formula and fix it. Yeah, I mean, I would just like hold off on selling it for the time being because it's gonna put off a lot of consumers and can potentially cause a lot of irritation. So yeah, this would otherwise be great if it weren't for that. So this has been a bit of a fail in my eyes because I like it so much, but I'm uncomfortable using it because of that gritty, abrasive sensation. The second fail is a product that's not bad per se. I just had high hopes for it and I was kind of underwhelmed. It came in my YesStyle K-Beauty Advent Calendar and I've heard so many good things about this brand. Isntree, is that right? Isntree. I think the brand stands for Island Natural Tree, if I read that correctly. Anyways, this is their hyaluronic acid water essence. It's a hyaluronic acid product that you can put on to damp skin underneath your moisturizer to kind of amp up hydration and smooth out the look of wrinkles and fine lines, similar to any other hyaluronic acid serum. This also has panthenol in it. It's got oat seed oil, I believe. It has some really good ingredients, but I don't know, it's really watery and I did not see or appreciate any substantial difference in skin hydration, firmness, or like luminosity of my skin. It just seems like a very watered down lotion. And it feels more like you're just putting water on your face with this, water with a little bit of thickener. I really didn't see much of a difference in hydration, texture, or anything like that. I've been trying it out for several weeks. It's not a bad product. I don't have any issues with it. Like, it's not irritating, it's free of fragrance. And so if you like it, I think great. You know, it's kind of middle of the road. I wouldn't call it a complete failure. I just haven't, I get better results with other hyaluronic acid based serums, essences, toner, whatever name you want to give the product. That one has just been so-so. So comment below, are there any other Isntree products I should try that are, I know it's a popular brand. I think I'm pretty sure they're cruelty free. So comment below. It's a Korean brand, seems promising. But another product that it's a hyaluronic acid type serum, although it calls itself a lotion, that I have been impressed with is by Rovectin. It is their Skin Essentials Activating Treatment Lotion. Now this is a hyaluronic acid, I'm gonna call it a serum. It calls itself a lotion, but it's a hyaluronic acid based product that you would similarly apply to damp skin like after cleansing. so that the hyaluronic acid can really bind onto that water and help hydrate up the skin and improve the look of wrinkles and fine lines and overall skin texture, similar to how the Isntree product is intended to be used. It has 7 different types of hyaluronic acid. Woohoo. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could have just one type of hyaluronic acid, and as long as there's enough of it in there, it would, you know, bind onto water or whatever. But anyways, this one has 7 different types. It also has caffeine in it, which can help temporarily improve the look of redness. It has centella in it, which has been shown to be helpful for wound healing, and it also has niacinamide, which has been shown to be helpful for redness and hyperpigmentation. And did I say it has licorice root extract in it as well? Another ingredient that's helpful for both redness and hyperpigmentation. It does have papaya fruit extract in it. See, fruit extracts, they're in nebulous territory, potential to cause irritation, so just be aware of that. And papaya in particular has an enzyme in it, papain, which is what's in meat tenderizer. And a lot of, like, you know, hand wavy exfoliating products will use papain. Can be very irritating. It's not super precise or anything. It's probably in there because it's got antioxidants in it, which help contribute to product stability. But just be aware of that. It has that on top of it, because I mentioned that with these hyaluronic acid serums, toners, essences, whatever you want to call them. It's a good idea. You know, you then want to put on a moisturizer on top. Like, this is not supposed to be your only moisturizer, because there's really nothing to trap in all of those humectants. So the moisturizer I've been using and really enjoying is their anti-irritant barrier repair cream. I've also been swapping it out with the lotion version of this. Both are good. This is the thicker than the lotion. Sunflower seed oil. It has ceramides, astaxanthin, which is an antioxidant that is, you know, people claim it's more powerful than vitamin C, whatever. I mean, that's in there. It's also got niacinamide in it, again, which is helpful for redness. Yeah, I just really enjoyed this as a facial moisturizer, and the lotion version of this, which is a little bit more lightweight, is also good. I've used both products on my face and my body. They really give a nice luminosity to the skin. So I would recommend these. Rovectin is cruelty-free and vegan, so there's that for those of you seeking that. But yeah, I really enjoyed these products quite a bit, so I will continue to use that and use it up. All right, the next skincare product that I've really been enjoying is a lip balm from this company, Evereden. Their whole premise is like mommy and baby skincare. And this is a lip balm for babies. It has sunflower seed oil in it, grapeseed oil, and jojoba seed oil. It's free of fragrance. And I just really like it. It gives the lips a nice glow to them from the emollient effect of the oils. And there's no flavor added to this, like vanilla or anything that could cause irritation. There are no dyes. I mean, it's really good for like your baby. You could probably put this on like their cheeks or their, you know, anywhere on their face if they have little dry patches. And you yourself could use it on your eyelids, for example, if you have dry eyes. It's very good. This brand, this product is vegan, and the brand is cruelty-free. There's no animal testing. So I have really enjoyed that. I've tried several of the products from this brand, and I actually really like everything that I've tried so far. So yeah, I mean, they're kind of marketed to mom and baby, but I'm neither of those things. I've really enjoyed their products. So this has been a win for sure. And I am actually almost finished with it. I have been using it that frequently this past month. Usually takes me a while to go through a non-sunscreen lip balm, but I've just really enjoyed it. And yeah, it's really helped keep my lips soft, moisturized, especially with all the mask wearing. I just find that that dries everything out around my mouth and my lips. I mean, the mask, you know, it causes a lot of irritation for most people around the mouth area. And I in particular have had a lot of issues with like my upper lip and my lips. I told you guys, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but like my nose will just start running under the mask and there's like nothing I can do about it. And that ends up causing a lot of irritation on my upper lip and my lips. So this has helped quite a bit. So that's it for skincare. And then a hair care product that I have been loving. I don't know why I have been sleeping on this. for months, because I've had it for a while, is the Function of Beauty hair serum. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Function of Beauty, their hair care products. I use their shampoo and conditioner. I finally started using the hair serum. OMG, it really helps with shine and manageability and reducing the frizz factor. For long hair, you know, that is a game changer, because I don't know, the ends of my hair, if they get the slightest bit dry, they just get like tentacles, and it's really, you know, annoying. This has definitely helped. It helps my hair be smoother, softer. I just use it a few nights a week. Just apply a little bit onto my ends, onto damp hair. You can get it free of fragrance, which is, you know, my preference. And of course it comes with your name on it. Yeah, I love Function of Beauty. Media. I reread a book because they've made it into a Netflix series. It's Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. You guys know I'm a big fan of her books. And I actually read this, I think when it originally came out back in 2008. I was like, wow, over 10 years ago I read this book. And the thing that disturbed me the most is that I didn't remember 99.999% of this book. I'm really glad I reread it. I know I read it for sure because certain parts of it definitely came back to me and I kind of anticipated certain things happening, but it's very good. It's about this friendship between these two women. You know, they become friends in childhood. One kind of has a rocky start to life in terms of her family dynamic, and the other one, you know, kind of her family ends up taking the other girl under their wing, and, you know, they're best buds or whatever. And they stay friends into adulthood, and just kind of how their relationship is. It's entertaining, it's good. You know, I think this was the first Kristen Hanna book I ever read, and I liked it at the time, but now that I've read so many of her other books, I feel like this one is good. The Great Alone, that one is just the best. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading her new book though. I saw it in Costco. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm excited to read that. So yeah, I enjoyed this. It was fun, and I think I'm gonna watch the Netflix series. I don't know. Speaking of Netflix, the next media thing that I consumed, Emily in Paris. I watched 90% of season 1, which is pretty good for me. I can barely make it through an episode of anything without like flittering around and like trying to multitask and then getting lost in the show. So that's actually very telling that I made it through 90% of season 1. I actually enjoyed it. It was cute. Shows on Netflix, sometimes the dialogue feels forced and contrived in this kind of strange, awkward way. This was kind of like that, but it takes place obviously in Paris, so it's visually appealing, and I enjoyed watching it. Is it the best thing I've ever seen? No, but I don't regret my time viewing it. So I enjoyed that, and because I watched that, I'm thinking I'm gonna watch the show version of this, which was the original reason I reread this. I was like, I'm one of those people that if there's a movie or a show made out of a book, I won't allow myself to watch it until I have read the book. It's like some sort of rigid rule I have. And I had already read this book, but because I had forgotten what it was about, I mean, it was over 10 years ago, I guess, that I read this, I wanted to reread it. Glad I did, because I enjoyed it. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna try watching the show version of this month. So I'll share with you guys what I think about that in my March favorites video. I can't believe it's March already. God, my life is marching on. Anyways, yeah, this month I wanted to try and consume less YouTube and social media for entertainment, and I've really done a good job of that. And the Netflix show is kind of a helpful way to bridge the gap. I just like having people talking to me and noise, especially when I'm, you know, late at night working or something. I like to have something blabbing at me. And usually it's like YouTube or Instagram stories or something, but I'm really trying to reduce my consumption of those things. And the main reason I'm trying to reduce consumption of those things is because I end up staring at screens too long. At least with this, It doesn't hold my interest as much as social media, so I turn off the screen earlier, which is a good thing. Try and turn off your screens a few hours before you go to bed. It will help your sleep a lot. And this has kind of helped as a baby step towards that, because it's not, Netflix is just not as good as YouTube. So yeah. All right, and then I have 2 food favorites from the month. The first, I do not know why I have been sleeping on this, is the Siete Cashew queso. Oh my goodness, I love that stuff. Doesn't taste like cheese whatsoever or queso. I don't think have I ever had queso? I don't think I have. I mean, I've had like Velveeta cheese a long time ago. I couldn't tell you, like Velveeta cheese and Rotel tomatoes. I don't actually remember ever consuming that. So I'm almost certain that it doesn't taste like cheese. I prefer to call it like a cashew-based sauce or dip. I think that is a fair way to describe it. I would, whatever. I think it has nutritional yeast in it, but it doesn't have an overpowering nutritional yeast type taste. I love nutritional yeast, but I feel as though sometimes people can be super heavy-handed with it, especially if you've been eating a vegan diet for a long time and you're accustomed to it. And so sometimes products, recipes, whatever, they can be too heavy-handed with the nutritional yeast, and it can kind of, I don't know, overpower things. I bought it as that grocery app that I use to get rebates on stuff. I always end up getting like at least 99 cents back, but oftentimes around $5 or $6 cash back off of my Kroger shopping. Currently, the Siete Cashew queso is on there, as well as like a variety of their other foods. I'm going off on a tangent. You guys are like, why are you talking so much? I don't know. I just feel like chatting with you guys. Yeah, they have a lot of the Siete Foods things on there, like the chips, the tortillas, and I think they even have a hot sauce. So, if you're intrigued to try them, they are a little bit more expensive, but with Ibotta, you can get a rebate. I'll put the Ibotta link down below if you want to download the app. The way to do it, though, to make it work in your favor, is before you go to the store, look on the app and see what they have on the app that is, going to be available. Pick everything, and then after you go to the grocery store, save your receipt, you scan your receipt. It's a little tricky to navigate, and some people find it too cumbersome and they don't want to bother with it. But I've been doing it for like 4 years. It adds up. It adds up, you guys. So yeah, I recommend that. It's fun, low risk, medium reward. Oh gosh, y'all, this, so good. This is the Chalk Zero brand, Keto Bark Hazelnut. Chalk Zero is like a monk fruit based chocolates. So it's keto friendly. It doesn't have sugar, it has monk fruit instead. It's an alternative sweetener that doesn't like spike insulin or anything. So it's sugar-free, dairy-free chocolate, but this is, I've had Chalk Zero chocolate chips before, so it doesn't surprise me that the chocolate was good. But these little bars, I bring the bag out here as though there's a lot in here, but I only have one left because I've eaten them. They're really good, and one little bar is one serving. And it's actually a good amount of chocolate, very satisfying. It's got hazelnuts in it. They also have one that's just, I think, chocolate and sea salt. If you're not vegan and you like milk chocolate, they have milk chocolate ones on there too with dairy in them. And what else does it have? Oh, I think it's the Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans that really make these chocolates good. Yeah, Chalk Zero with sea salt and hazelnuts. These are delicious, delicious. Highly recommend them if you are looking for a sweet with no sugar. And or if you follow a ketogenic diet, or you're just trying to, watch your sugar, definitely try Chalk Zero. I get this on iHerb. They also have a ton of their other products, and like I said, I've gotten their chocolate chips, and I love them. I actually think they're better than Lily's. That's just my opinion. They're slightly better. Lily's is very good, but Chalk Zero is good. They have like a monk fruit based maple syrup, caramel syrup, and chocolate syrup too. And they even have, although they're not vegan, they have zero sugar white chocolate chips too,
which, you know, you may be looking for. Anyways, guys, I hope you had a wonderful February. How can I make it to the end of the video without mentioning the most obvious failure of February? And that was basically the entire electrical grid system of Texas. So I fortunately was not affected whatsoever by snowpocalypse that hit Texas. But you guys who were, I really hope things have, you know, you've recovered and you're safe. I mean, that was terrible. I don't know how I got so lucky to not, like, I didn't lose power, water. The lights didn't even flicker. I was very, very lucky. Yeah, I was very lucky, and I'm also very lucky to have so many people on the internet reaching out and asking if I'm okay. I mean, double blessings all around. So thank you guys so much for your kind comments. Yes, I was more than fine. And those of you who are affected, I really hope things have turned around and everything is straightened out and you're safe and everything is okay. So yeah, those are my favorites from the month of February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.